Everything is so good and
Put a little lemon on it. Let me give you a little lemon. Ooh. NiNi. See, I wouldn't play with you like that. Oh. Go. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Ready. God bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Look.
You want to have it?
Nope. As far as shells?
Yeah.
Want some of this?
No, I'm good. You know I got my lemon. You gotta put them on.
Huh?
Yeah. That shrimp is good. That shrimp is good. That shrimp is good. That shrimp is good. I probably don't even record it because I don't know how to act when I'm eating. Coming out story.
Story time.
Boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom. Babe, you gotta help me with our theme song.
Oh.
Boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, boom, chicka, chicka, boom, 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 boom. Story time.
Story time.
Yes. Okay. So, it might be a bark and a meow in the back. Cody and Yoda fighting. That's what they do. Okay. So this story time is going to be our coming out story time. When we told my mama that not only was I now interested in women, I'm in a serious relationship with
I'm talking really well.
NiNiandMani. So I need to yell a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so awkward.
Okay, so this is what happened. We went to visit my mom. My mom is in New Jersey. We're in South Carolina. That might be irrelevant, but we went there. Anytime we go out there, we kind of got to stay the night because it's a bit of a travel. Driving and then flying, who's coming right back? Nobody, right? Okay, so we went to visit my mom. We stayed the night at my mom's house. How was it?
That's good.
I told you. Put a little lemon on it. It's a little lemon. Get a little lemon.
That's good.
My little sister was in college in South Carolina. So we had already just broke the news to her. What was that, we're in a relationship and we're going to tell mommy. Like at this point we're telling, like it's time to let it out. She's like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Mommy's going to think I already knew, so just don't put me in it, but I got your back, So during the ride there, which is about 10 hours, we're like game planning on how we're going to tell. My little sister went with I would suggest that y'all tell when you leaving, so you don't kind of got to deal with it. You're not there the whole time and it feel awkward. You just enjoy your time there, and when it's time to leave, tell. We're like, that's an awesome idea.
Which we didn't do that all the way.
We did.
We were packing to leave. We should have did it after we were done packing. All we had to do was get in the car and drive away, but we didn't do that.
Very true.
So we had a good 35 minutes of us about to...
It was only 35 minutes because my mom made it 35 minutes. I'm going to explain how. So, my mom... So, I'm like... after we start packing, we... At my mom's house, so we're going food shopping, getting her tissues, paper plates, stuff like that. you know, we ain't really had a lot of clothes to pack. We ain't bring that much, but we're packing like her stuff to bring to our apartment at the time. So, I'm like, Mom, let me tell you something really quickly. At this point, I'm nervous. Like, I can just break down and cry because I just don't deal well with emotion. And I don't know how she's going to take it. But my mother's a loving mom, so I didn't feel like she was about to like, oh, I hate you, never come around. But I did think that she was going to be like, not accepted because I was recently in a relationship with a man who my mother was cool with. Like, she loves him, you know? He wasn't a bad guy. I called that. So,
and when she says recently, she means recently, like she doesn't know her not being in a relationship. So it's going from, I thought you were still dating this guy, to, oh no, what? Now you're dating her?
Not necessarily I thought you was still dating him, but like I thought y'all was going to get back together. My mother knew that I had separated from him. Okay. She doesn't know all the details because she just felt like it was like a quick turnover, but it really wasn't. I just wasn't public with the breakup with him. I'm not really too public about anything. This is my most public relationship. I wasn't public with it, so people that didn't need to know didn't know. But of course my mom knew because like when I'm hurt, I'm going to my mom, right? Okay. So my mom knew we were separated. She just thought it was going to be like, it's going to come back, you know, type of separation. She didn't realize how serious it was. Partly because he and I had entered a lease together and neither of us left. Like, we finished the lease out. So it just, I think it just kind of didn't seem like a real breakup to everybody because we still live together. So, which she came over and visited all the time with us living here. She spent the night and everything. Everybody didn't know all of that, but that's how it was. Back to the story I had. So I'm like, Mom, she's in the front room, you know, being very sad because at this point in life, she was always real dramatic when it was time for us to leave. Like, no bit of time was good enough. It was always like too little of a time. Like, you're only staying for 10 weeks. Like, you know, it was never 10 weeks, but it was like 2 days. And she would be real sad. Look at your cat.
Yoda. What's up, man? Get down. I wish we can turn this camera around so they can see how bad.
Yo! So, my mom's like, in the living room, just being real sad, you know, like if it was going to persuade us to turn, like to stay, but we couldn't stay, like we had work, school, like we just had to go seriously. So we're like, I'm like, Mom, I gotta tell you something. She's like, okay, what? I feel like my mom already knew. And the reason that I feel like my mom already knew, number one, because she just knows everything. You know how parents are, but she wasn't even shocked. And I'm like, Imani, my girlfriend. And she like, what? I'm like, Imani's my girlfriend. She's like, oh, so you gay? How long you been gay for? You know, I'm like, you know, since I've been dealing with Imani, you know, I ain't really let her know, like, it's been a year at this point, you know?
A year.
Right. It took that long. Right. So she's like, and she met Imani plenty of times before, you know. It's like, oh, that's Imani. They were cool. Great relationship, you know. So she's like, oh, you guys, so you must be ready to tell Poppy. This is what we call my grandfather. And I'm very close to my grandfather, so telling Poppy is like a big deal. Like, this is how you know it's serious. Like, I done told Poppy, so it's serious. Like, at this point, we're married. Which we did get married because I'm like, okay, yeah, I can tell Poppy. So she's like, okay, so Imani, you're gay? Your parents know you gay? How your parents feel about it? The question goes on Imani.
Third degree.
At this point,
third degree.
I'm gone. I'm back to packing and getting everything together. I leave Imani in the living room. Mm-hmm. I'm walking by fast anytime I have to walk back by. So now Imani has to pick up the story from here.
Well, I mean, there's really not much to the story, but I was being grilled and I didn't understand. Like, at this point, I'm just the girlfriend. You know, I thought her daughter would be like getting this question, this line of question, like, oh, so how long you been gay for? Oh, so is Tanifa your first girlfriend? Okay, so what's going on here? So how come y'all couldn't been tell me? So the last time you came around, y'all was together, but y'all was acting like y'all wasn't together, but y'all been together the whole time. Yes. I'm sitting there like, I don't want to lie. We waited a year for a reason. You know, we weren't all the way comfortable. We couldn't accept it ourselves. The fact that we had like the courage to say it out loud now, I wasn't prepared. You know, I thought we was going to already be packed and then boom, we're in a relationship, bye. But it wasn't like that.
Yes.
So they left me.
We did.
She and her little sister left me.
We did.
And me and her mom were cool, real cool, but we wasn't cool in that moment.
No.
We were not cool. I done turned her daughter out in her mind. It was just like I went from cool friend to like, okay, now I need to make sure you treat my daughter right. So let me ask these questions about you type of situation.
Right. And it was like, how y'all know it's not a phase? Mm-hmm. Which one is the boy? I'm like, there's no boy with both girls.
That was very difficult for a lot of people to understand that.
Yeah.
We're both feminine. Mm-hmm. There's no, I mean, someone can be more dominant here and there, but actually masculine and feminine, we're both feminine.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That was a difficult task to definitely get across to people.
Definitely was.
Because labels are so serious that people don't know how to break it. Like, in order to make your relationship make sense in their mind, they have to make it make sense with reality that they know, like a heterosexual relationship. Like, how do I convert this to a heterosexual relationship? Mm-hmm. And it just isn't that.
Mm-hmm.
I was only for the lobster, but. Mm-hmm. Some got a little bit of too much of a spice to it. Something choking me up. No, not you.
Oh, Yoda, get down. What's up there?
Here's more milk.
A space for him to sit.
Mine is coming out story.
Mine was a bit less dramatic, but I did mine over the phone. Did I do it over the phone? So we had been living together.
Disclaimer. NiNi and me, we're in our first lesbian relationship. This is our first announcement to our family about us, number one, being interested in women. And number two, even like we're dating, like it's serious. Okay? So whole time they kind of like knew about us, but they didn't know what the real relationship was. Okay? Mm-hmm. So honestly, we kind of put a little bit of betrayal behind it. Not that we were intending to, it just wasn't easy to say.
And I lied to my mom. So in the beginning of our relationship, you know, when you're head over heels for somebody, you always seem to bring them up in conversation, even if the conversation has nothing to do with them. Like if somebody is like, "Ooh, ice cream," I'd be like, "Ooh, NiNi loves ice cream."
Right.
They'd be like, "You want to go to the amusement park?" "Ooh, NiNi loves an amusement park." I would just keep bringing her up. So we was at, my mom and I were at the
hair store. Beauty.
I can't get it out either. Hair salon. We were at a
hair salon.
We were under the dryer, and we were texting, and I mean a lot. My mom was sitting right next to me, so I'm pretty sure she peeked at my phone. She just flat out asked me, "Were we together? Were we in a relationship?" And I looked at her like, "No." She's my friend. She's just really cool. She was like, "Oh, okay." I'm pretty sure she knew I was lying, but I lied to her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I called her on the phone. She was beside me. It was on speakerphone. Actually, I think I told my sister first.
You did.
So I called my sister, actually. Told her first. And her response was, "Oh, yeah, I knew that. I was just waiting for you to tell us."
She was like, "But NiNi likes boys, right? So be careful because you fall in love and she's still like men, you know, she gonna leave you."
Right. Right. And, like, back up a little bit. Like, when she was still... Her relationship with her ex was rocky for a while, but nobody on the outside knew that. So we pledged the same sorority. So back then when they were having problems, we would be at her house. My mom has dropped me off at her house knowing she had a boyfriend at the time.
Came into my house. Mm-hmm. Met my boyfriend and everything.
Yeah.
We really tried it.
If they knew the story about what happened.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But again, in all honesty, it was difficult to say. Those of you that had the coming out story, you know, you kind of got to build it up. Because prior to us actually coming out, we kept trying to tell our family, you know, like, especially our moms, you know. And it would end in, like, you know, we'll hang up or we'll leave from visiting them and, like, be in tears at this point. Like, I just can't tell them. I don't know. It just didn't feel right. This time wasn't it, you know, like... But then feeling guilty that we didn't get to tell them.
We never pressured each other. We understood.
Agree.
And then when I finally did tell my mom on the phone, she cried. I think I fucking cried.
Yep.
Like it was just too much emotion.
That corn is so good.
Is it?
Oh my god.
I haven't had it yet.
This Moscato is delicious.
Mm-hmm. It is. This is the first time I'm trying this one.
This is delicious. You want corn?
I want corn.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's good. I never do a mukbang. Like a real mukbang. I never do it.
That's what you're doing now.
A mukbang.
So y'all, let me tell y'all. I love mukbangs. Like I watch it and everything. And I would always like to do it. But somebody, I ain't saying no names, doesn't like the sound of chewing.
I don't even like to hear myself chew.
We are having lobster tail, which I've already ate mine.
Real quick though. That kind of look like a roach to you?
I keep telling her it is the roach of the sea. They're bottom feeders. So are shrimp. If you open it up like this, they have that same.
I know. It's like a beetle or a water bug or something.
Dramatic. And so it doesn't make me none of them. I'm still gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it up. Okay? So we have snow crabs, lobster tail, shrimp, and corn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know my freaking mouth.
Let's get this done now.
Alright. Ready? Okay. I'm sure we got something. You'll figure it out. I don't edit. I don't got time for that. It's way too tedious. I could think of content. If she can't edit it or don't want to edit it and put it together, then we ain't gonna do it. So y'all can help me on the content end by telling me some content to do.
This is so good. Is that weird to do?
Yeah. Very.
This is weird?
Nobody, and I do mean nobody, licks the shell.
That's where all the flavors at. All right.
Tender. I didn't wanna make you eat yours before you was ready, but girl,
This thing is so good and
put
seasoned
a little lemon
well.
on it. Let me give you a little lemon. Ooh. NiNiandMani. See, I wouldn't play with you like that. Oh. Go.
That's good. That's good.
I wouldn't even play with you like that. We should have showed y'all how we cook this. We cooked this crabs and Miller High Life beer. When it came out, hit it with some old bam parsley. Keep it very simple on the crab so that you can really get the flavor. The lobster, we made a butter sauce for it with different seasonings.
Check out our TikTok if you want to see that mixture.
Good, I was about to say baby listed because she's the one that did it. And we put the lobster in the air fryer.
Yes, we said air fryer.
And it came out. That's cooked very well, very tender through and through. Nothing raw, but nothing overcooked and like rubbery tough. The shrimp was like, I guess you won't call it pan seared, but it was a little more juicier than pan seared. And it was simple with butter, garlic, minced garlic. And the seasons was what the hell? Creole seasoning, Old Bay, crushed red pepper, squirt half a lemon on there, and garlic, lots of garlic. Ginger was in the lobster.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper, but lemon pepper is lemon
You
pepper.
said adobo?
That wasn't on the shrimp.
Oh, you talking about shrimp?
Yeah.
I thought you say lobster just now.
I said ginger was on the lobster though, but it wasn't on the shrimp. But you told them to look at your TikTok. Do they know where your TikTok is?
Yeah.
We'll have a link to the video below.
Or if you don't want to do that right now because you're still watching, it's gonna be NiNi NiNiandMani MANI underscore. This one.
NiNi.Mani underscore at TikTok. On TikTok. Like somebody's grandma.
At TikTok.com.
Why you gotta do me like that? Alright. The birds are winning.
What you know?
What you know?
What you know?
You still want more corn?
Don't ask me that again. Yes, I want more corn.
Okay. The corn. The corn was made with almond butter. Almond milk, butter, sugar. It's already extra sweet corn, but it don't really be sweet. It's the frozen ones. They don't really be sweet, so I have to make it more sweet. So I put a lot of sugar in it because we like real sweet corn. Right, think about a serving spoon. Scoop that baby in the bag and get the sugar and dump all of it in the pot. And sugar. What's happening?
This is good.
Corn is juicy, girl. You want how many more you want?
3.
No, you even don't.
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can have up to 2.
3. If you guys made it this far, let us know what seasonings you put on your seafood so we can try that next time.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification buttons.
Also, we're very new at this YouTube thing. We're trying to get a channel. Some people was telling us that we're a really good couple that are. Alright, I'm gonna just be real. People were saying that we're the best couple that they know.
And
I'm not trying to toot no horn. I'm really just saying what they said. And they told us that we should have a YouTube channel. So that's what we're starting to do. So if you guys have content that you guys want to see, just let us know so we can do it.
Or like some things you might want to know. We'll let you into our personal life, but not that deep because we don't know you like that yet. But if there's some things you want to know, we can do a Q&A. Drop some questions in the comments and we'll do a Q&A session. And then y'all can get to know us. We get to know y'all. Don't be afraid to let us know who you are, where you from. And we'll go from there.
You must have ate it.
You ate it.
You ate it.
Ooh. Who wants a lemon on there? Oh, why do you have to aggravate me? I look crazy today. I should not have worn this for our, hey, look at us coming to YouTube video. I shouldn't have, but we'll figure it out. I'll get something better later, okay? Maybe y'all can get ready with me one day or something.
Ooh, get ready with me? That'll be good.
Yes, because we don't know how to act when we get ready. Always the drinks, the music, and laughs.
Always.
Right.
And some humping. Not humping like that, but you'll see what we're talking about. A song can't have
because then here she comes being a horny dog of.
You know, I was real sad about that garlic, but it's
down here, girl. Not do that best I could. I told you.
You hooked me up.
I don't be playing when it comes to you, girl.
Thank you.
I don't play when it comes to my babe.
This shrimp is good.
You been crying about crab though, and I don't see you eating it.
You know what? Because I did expect it. But this shrimp is good as fuck. For real. This is some. Okay, I'm gonna go to the crab next. I had a couple pieces of crab though.
Oh, okay. She probably going around taking off all the claws on the crab.
No, I ate it.
The one thing about YouTube is that I wish I could, like, I guess I'm always like this. It's my personality. I always want everybody to experience. So since y'all can see it, I want y'all to taste it with me. Like, taste it.
Mm-hmm. Seriously.
It's been good though, y'all. Mm-hmm.
And everybody has such a different palate. Like, I really want to know what seasonings y'all use, how
Right.
long you cook it. Because honestly, we're the type to want it a little bit overcooked.
If anything.
We're not a mushy seafood eater. Like, to properly cook shrimp, to me, the texture is a bit on the raw, mushy side, and I don't like that.
Like, don't overcook it. Like, tire, I can't take that. And sometimes, depending on how you cooking it, like if it's something super, you can overcook it and make that mushy too.
But I think that's like frozen. When something is frozen,
Mm-hmm.
and like people use warm water or hot water to thaw it out, that's what can make it mushy. But steak, I wasn't a steak eater until probably a year ago. Has it been a year now?
Two of the most.
Medium rare, me please.
She means raw.
No, medium rare.
But
Let me know how y'all like y'all steak.
Another thing is I am a stickler on texture, so is she with food. She's worse than me. I don't like it too tough. That was her problem with steak because she was always getting overcooked and it was being too tough.
Oh, well,
That's the same thing with like seafood too. I don't want it to be like, you know, like if I was eating the lobster and I had to go like back and forth, scrubbing my teeth, I wouldn't like that. I like to have resistance, so don't have it mushy, but I don't want it too tough, and I definitely don't want it mushy like somebody chewed it for me.
Right.
How she loves that. All you want to do is die. Get out of here. That took a while to hit you. I said that took a while to hit you. You normally die immediately. What was that? I ain't gonna hold you next time, because at this point, I'm a professional. We're professionals at cooking lobster tails. I'm gonna have to get 13 of them bitches. Not literally, but what I'm saying is one won't do. Okay?
You can have mine.
Hell no.
I'm just trying to save it to the end, like when I'm fully full.
And you was willing to let me have it?
Yeah.
Because you love me?
I guess. You not gonna dry your lips off?
Oh, you want me to do?
Why would you do that?
You and everything too. I don't know. Oh my God.
Stop doing that.
I'm not trying to. It's just happening. All right, come on. Okay. So you got to get the lobster and I got to get a kiss.
What?
Y'all, you know they say, y'all probably don't know this depending on how old y'all are, but, or like how you raised, I guess. But you know they say when you eat, you ain't supposed to have your elbows on the table, but I cannot help it. Do y'all eat with your elbows on the table or not?
I do. Not all the time though. If I'm at a restaurant, I'll consciously try not to.
Try not to, but nothing promise.
Yeah. We at home. I don't feel like you have to have Proper etiquette.
Eat the season. You moving the food over to eat the season? I feel like I don't want no food.
Just because I'm not eating it right now don't mean I don't want it.
Oh.
I'm about to tap out on you though.
I know. You always do.
Is that what shit?
Just taking facts.
Ooh, burn. Ouch.
As dramatic as they come.
Well, my nails cute, so.
Well, I did them, so.
Talk to the hand.
Bye, man. Who talks to the hand like that? But got your nails so popping, they can see the difference.
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are. I do not want to go to work.
I feel you, but I'm okay about it. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm so happy I want to go to work. I'm okay about it. Oh, I work tomorrow.
That's a good attitude. That's a real good attitude.
You know, I do so.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
You have to choose to have a positive attitude about it.
I get that. And I want to have a positive attitude about work. I really do want to. I want to choose that.
Right.
But I don't want to go.
Right.
I can't help how I feel.
Right.
I want to sleep in. I want to get up when I want. I want to do what I want.
Right.
I don't want to work for somebody else and make them rich while I'm miserable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're not on beat. You're messing up the momentum, okay?